Welcome to the Idaho Debates, a look at the candidates on the 2014 primary ballot.
And it's a bunch of garbage. They don't know what they're doing.
To welcome the candidates, Harley Brown, Walt Bays, Governor C.L. Butch Otter, and Senator Russ Fulcher.
Don't think I'm crazy, because I'm not.
We have a clear path before us, and I'm committed to following that path.
Folks, I'm very concerned that there's just too much government control in Idaho.
The key is getting our land back from the feds. And here's my plan of attack. The three best men for the mission are myself as governor, because I've got a master's in raising hell.
Mr. Bays, what to you does it mean to be a Republican?
Well, I kind of wonder sometimes.
What does it mean to you to be an Idaho Republican?
You're looking at one, lady, right here. What do you think, I'd be a Democrat? I mean, their proctologists called, they found their heads. The low point of my life. I mean, things were bad. And they bring out the sniffing dogs and they search us on our bikes. Even when we're not flying our colors, if you're a leather-clad Harley-Davidson driver, you know, the cops are going to zero in on you like a heat-seeking missile.
Good evening, Governor.
Good evening, Dan.
Two of your principal initiatives, the Students Come First laws and your effort on transportation infrastructure, were very significant failures.
If the Supreme Court goes to hell, I'm not following.
Approaching a third term, how can you assure voters that you'll be able to succeed with your agenda in another 4 years?
Pay a lot more attention.
I picked up my fair share of the gay community, and they have true love for one another. I'm telling you, they love each other more than I love my motorcycle. And, you know, they're just as American as a Medal of Honor winner, and liberty and justice for all.
It is time to shake up the establishment.
We've got as much right to all the land in this state, including the wilderness, as New York has to Manhattan. I've got as much right to see Manhattan Island like they gave $24 for it, as they have to come out here and look at our wilderness. We've got a bunch of Eastern idiots running everything.
Do you think that Idaho's taxes should be the same as they are now, higher than they are now, or lower than they are now?
Well, if we had an economy like we should have, but with 2/3 of our land taken over by the U.S. government.
You've posted bigoted jokes on your website, skewering women and gays and Jews and Asians and Polish people like me.
And bikers and Irishmen, too.
And, yeah, Irishmen, too.
I don't like political correctness. We bikers, discrimination, the cops, we are cop magnets, like a Playboy bunny wearing a miniskirt gets hit on all the time. And I know I'm not really talking like a Republican, but...
Could we hear from Mr. Bays?
Sorry, ma'am. I didn't know what my time limit was.
Okay.
I didn't see any of these lights going.
If lightning struck and you were elected governor, could you do the job?
Of months ago, and I thought to myself, thank God we don't get all the government that we pay for. They say that the child is the father of the man.
Mr. Brown, not a lot. You haven't been in government that anyone can remember, so I really want to get an idea of how you intend to tackle the economy here in the state of Idaho. How do you create more jobs?
As it says in my motorcycle club, hey diddle diddle right up the middle. That's my style.
He kind of insisted that me and this other unnormal person could be here tonight.
Say any nasty words. Okay.
My name is Russ Fulcher. I'm running for governor, and I ask your vote on May 20th.
I'm Butch Otter, and I'm humbly asking for your vote on May 20th. Thank you.
They can stand 1/15 of an earthquake like that one in Japan. And my Bible says they're going to get worse and worse and worse. We better get us some, folks.
All right, all right.
Well, this has been a great honor. Thank you, Women Voter League of Women Voters, and thank you, Public TV, and thank you, folks, for tuning in to see us in action. Let me finish that story, okay? After God told me he was going to make me president, I went out and got the presidential seal tattooed right here on my shoulder. My morale went from -500 off the scale, and I started a presidential campaign right there. I'm a type AA plus guy. And I was living in Fat Jack's cellar because my ex-wife had given me trumped up some restraining orders. I couldn't see my kids. It was a mess. And Fat Jack's old lady, Fat Jack's wife, said, "Get this lunatic out of my cellar. He's starting a presidential campaign. I'm getting calls from the media and all this." For 3 years, I had the credibility of Chicken Little. You know, the sky is falling. And finally, one day, this bishop from Africa comes over. He says, "I am a prophet of the Most High God, and in that office I hear authenticate that God told you that." I said, "Yeah, you mind putting that in writing?" He said, "Sure." And he put it in writing, and I got the original at home, and I was able to go up to all my detractors and say, "Na, na, 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 na." Okay, now, I need practice. Practice. I don't want to say stuff like, "Sorry if our bombing caused you any inconvenience." So I want to work in the Little League as a governor. And you have your choice, folks. A cowboy, a curmudgeon, a biker, or a normal guy. Take your pick. Thank you very much. We're leaving it up to you.
Tonight, thanks to the viewers at home for watching, and we'll see you at the polls. Remember, Election Day is May 20th. Thank you so much.